for? Good evening, Wedoma from our end. So we are doing this live all the way from
Nigeria.
Enugu State to be precise. And from the title of this video, this live, please don't forget to like this live when you join and also share this live, okay? Don't also forget to drop a chat.
Like,
what
and share,
you think.
and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. Very important. Hey, one day I'm fine. India. So, guys, we are talking about what makes one an Igbo. What makes you to be an Igbo person? Is it just to answer, yes, I'm an Igbo lady, I'm an Igbo man, I'm an Igbo woman? What makes you an Igbo? How do you maintain that your Igbo identity? Because Igbo is your identity, right? So, and there are a lot of things, there are a lot of qualities that, a lot of qualities that, makes you an Igbo. So I want to ask, what makes you an Igbo person, an Igbo man? So, Glo, if I may ask, what do you think that makes you an Igbo lady?
Okay. Okay, I'll say being an Igbo person, first of all, being born and brought up into an Igbo family, so automatically I'm an Igbo person. Then secondly is the language. I'm able to understand the language and the roots of the language.
Understand and speak it, not just to understand, because so many people understand but they cannot speak. They can't express themselves using Igbo language. You can't just be understanding Igbo when you cannot, you can't just say, okay, I'm a full-grown Igbo man or full-grown Igbo lady, where you can only understand how you can only understand Igbo language, but you can't speak it. You are not a complete Igbo person if you can't speak it. I think most
people are like that too.
Yes, most people are like that, but
they can't, like, if you are speaking to them in Igbo, they understand what you are saying, but they can't respond to it. But they get what you are saying.
They get it, they decode it, but they cannot speak.
Yeah.
So why is it like that? Can you come out tomorrow and say you are an Igbo lady when you cannot speak it? Because I'm just wondering, I will speak to you. I'll be speaking to you using my language, the Igbo language. Then you'll be responding using English. Does it make sense?
I do that sometimes. So
you do that sometimes?
Yes,
to
I do.
Igbo people?
Yes. Like,
why?
If I'm speaking Igbo to me and I'm responding in English. Because I don't even know what causes it.
I don't know. Should I say upbringing or environment or friends? Because all of this can influence your language speaking. Do you get?
I think maybe it's myself, for example. I didn't really grow up in Igbo land.
Okay, where did you grow?
I grew up in Lagos.
Okay, so
sometimes in the north. I was just traveling.
So that explains it. If it's one of my friends,
I didn't stay for long in Igbo land. I just started coming back when I've already grown. So, but I still had that privilege to learn how to speak, because when I came back, my parents were so bent on making sure that I learned the Igbo language. So it made me easier for me to understand than respond back to you.
It's very, very important, because parents have a very big role to play.
Thank you for joining. If you're joining the live, thank you so much. Just use the chat box. What's your name? And where you're watching from?
Yes, somebody is watching.
4 persons.
Hi. Just use the
5.
Oh, it's increasing and it will keep increasing. Thank you for joining. Please tell me your name and where you're watching from. Use the chat box, okay? Respond and tell me what makes someone an Igbo person. Yes. Will you just come out and say, I'm an Igbo person, I'm an Igbo lady, when you don't have the identity? Your language is one of the identity. Your culture, you knowing things. Because why I said parents have a very big role to play when it comes to speaking Igbo language. It's just like you said now, right? You didn't grow up in Igbo land. You grew up in Yoruba land, but when you return to your homeland, your parents made sure that you learned how to speak that Igbo language.
Yes.
That is why sometimes, because me and you sometimes we communicate using the language, the Igbo language.
Yes.
And you are not even, you are not even speaking it like you are still learning, or you are here, that kind of thing. You speak very well. If not that if not that you just told me now that you didn't grow up here, I wouldn't have known. So you as a parent have a very big role to play when it comes to teaching your children how to speak Igbo language. Yes. Because it's their identity. If they cannot speak, if they can only hear, but they can't respond, it doesn't make that person a complete Igbo person. When it comes to maybe a kind of school or something, maybe when they are doing competition or something, your child cannot fully come out and participate because she can only speak, she can only hear. She can't speak it. But if she can speak and then understand, she or he can fully participate in any competition. Full time, because it's your identity. Being an Igbo person also requires you maintaining that your identity. True. So that is why I said a lot of things can influence people not knowing how to speak their language, just like the environment where you grow up, or friends can as well. Because I don't know, some of our Igbo people sometimes they can should I call it like if they see their fellow Igbo person, they will be speaking English for the person, even when they can understand and speak that language.
Wait, they can understand?
Yes.
And they can speak?
Some people can understand it and they can still speak it, but half one neha maybe Igbo person, they will be speaking English to that person. That is one of the things that is killing our language. It's one of the things that is killing your identity, because when you go to other tribes now, like, excuse me, thank you, like when you go to Yoruba now, even if Bagodi Manamoto say when you enter bus,
they're always speaking their language.
They speak their language
if
confidently.
If you like, don't understand.
Or Wasa, they have nothing concern them. They will just be flowing. Do you get?
Yeah.
And they will be fluent, like that kind of thing. That is one thing I want us to emulate in our own language, so that Igbo would
especially the young people.
Especially the young people.
Especially the young people.
Parents have a very big role to play. If you can teach your children how to speak that language at home, if they go out, they can as well learn other languages. Friends can influence them. When it comes to, okay, now in UNN now, or in Igbo land, I heard that they've made Igbo compulsory.
Wow, that's nice.
That's what I heard.
That's really nice.
They've made Igbo compulsory. So if you're an Igbo, if you're a Yoruba person coming to study in Igbo land, you must know how to at least answer some questions when it comes to Igbo language.
When you're asked.
Yes, when you are asked, because you must do that particular language, that subject.
It's true. If they do it now, it's okay. Because I know back then, like in the Yoruba language, while I was schooling, my primary, secondary school time, they would be like, you should not speak any language except English.
Except English.
Yes, so if you are caught speaking maybe your Yoruba or your Igbo or anything, they will find you, like they just write your name and answer it. So nobody should speak any language except English.
When I was in primary, even secondary school, primary, secondary school, it will get to a time when they will tell you nobody should speak English.
Yeah, that one is
Igbo
better.
throughout for 2 hours. If you speak English, if you are not an Igbo person and you can't speak Igbo, you just shut up. You will just keep you will just be quiet till that 2 hours elapsed. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Because once you speak English, they will write your name.
Yes,
so
that's to pay.
Yeah, you are definitely don't pay now. You write the test, you will not. You still have to pay. Any comment?
Yeah. Okay. Who's son? You're welcome to the live.
Who's son? Welcome. Welcome.
Hi,
Where are you chatting from?
How are you doing? Welcome.
Welcome, dear.
You're welcome. Yeah. Please, where are you watching from? Just drop in the comments. Where are you watching from?
Where are you watching from? And tell me what you think about your own identity. Because
first of all, are you Igbo?
okay.
Where are you chatting from? Let's start from there.
Let's start from there. Even if you are not Igbo, what do you think about your own tribe?
Yes, exactly.
Yes. What do you think about
do you speak your language fluently, or you are English speaking?
You can only hear, but you cannot speak.
Yeah.
It's very important. It's very important, knowing how to speak your language and understand that's your language. It's very, very, very important. Sometimes parents are the cause of all these things. Sometimes, sometimes when they give birth to children, they'll be using English to interact with
and I've
those
noticed
children.
many people, they introduce themselves in English than Igbo.
You see? Why? You are
I don't
killing
know,
your
like
own
that.
identity.
and some people influence it. Like maybe sometimes if someone asks me my name and I say my Igbo name, let's be like, no, what's your English
name?
Yes.
Wait, that person that will ask you, is the person not an Igbo person? The person that will tell you what's your English name?
Maybe the person is not Igbo.
Except that is.
But some of them are Igbo.
Anybody that is Igbo, or unless the person still want to know your English name. Like yesterday I joined your live, Gloria's corner.
Yeah.
Yesterday I joined your live. You introduced yourself as Gloria.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, what is your Igbo name?
Okay.
Yes. What is your Igbo name? But I think it skipped my mind. Wow. I asked other questions. So for someone, an Igbo person, asked you, what is your name? The best thing to answer, even if it's not an Igbo person, answer that your identity, your Igbo name first, your native name first. Then if the person do not understand it, you can now say your English name. Okay. But I've noticed that a lot of people, even when they have that English name, they will still answer English name as their surname.
English surname?
Yes.
Then English name.
Like Happiness, Samuel, Johnson, Grace. Like, so you are just killing your identity like that. I mean, it's not.
Train one.
Yeah, no chat yet.
Azinga has joined.
Hey, Azinga.
Hi. Hi, welcome to the live.
Welcome.
How are you doing?
Where are you watching from? Use the chat box. Okay. So,
I hope we are good.
Very, very good.
Yes,
very, very good.
We are doing
well. Thank you for joining the live stream. We really, really appreciate and would love to know where you are watching us from. So today we are talking about what makes someone an Igbo, because this is Igbo channel, right? And that is why we are focused more on Igbo, knowing your identity. But if you are not Igbo, where are you from? And what do you think about your identity? What makes someone to be from that particular place you said you are from? Okay, so a lot of people do spoil their identity by themselves, and which I'm yet to understand why.
Okay.
Do you get? Answering English name as well as English surname, to me, I don't know, but I don't think it's proper. That means you are killing your own identity. You are promoting other people's language, because obviously English is not our language, right?
Yeah.
We are using it here because we know it's not just Igbo people that are watching us. We know people watch us from different parts of the world, but not like I cannot speak Igbo or Glo cannot speak Igbo. We can perfectly speak it very, very, very well. But for you to understand us, we have to communicate, because English is a common language. English is like whenever you want to speak to someone from a different tribe or dialect, you can communicate with English. So, where are you watching from? Tell us. Are they doing something?
Okay. No, he said hope you are good, and he said absolutely. Okay, you're good too.
Yeah, good.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Make him a moderator, and then
Thanks
you as
for joining. Thanks for joining.
So, guys, that is what we are just discussing today. You know, when you say you are an Igbo person, what makes you an Igbo person? What are those identity apart from your knowing your language now or your name coming first? What other things can you say are your identity?
Okay, as an Igbo person.
Apart from the language, the name.
I think it's the tradition.
The tradition, right?
Yeah, the tradition.
Knowing your tradition.
The values.
The values of your. Because when you come out tomorrow now and tell me, hey, I'm an Igbo person. Yeah. Hey, I'm a Yoruba person. Hey, I'm an Hausa person. But you don't know your tradition. That's bullshit. That's pelemense. Pelemense means bullshit. There's this song I was just listening. The song was just flowing. So it's very nice. So that's where I learned the pelemense. So you need to know at least one or two things about your culture. Welcome guys. Welcome
to the live.
Welcome. So from the topic, you already know we are discussing on what makes you an Igbo person. If you come out today and say, I'm an Igbo lady, I'm an Igbo woman, what makes you an Igbo person? Is it just speaking another people's language? If you're from one neg, you'll be speaking English for the person. If you see your fellow Igbo person, you'll be speaking English. I mean, it doesn't make you a full Igbo person because you don't even know how to speak your language. When you are just speaking only English. Do you get? Oh, Flo, good afternoon. I'm not alive. I need a video.
I think let's also talk about social media. Do you think social media is helping or hurting this whole thing?
Social media.
Because if you check, there are a lot of English content, English movies.
English movie.
Yes.
So the thing is, you don't have to know how to speak just the Igbo language.
Because I think social media should be like a very good tool to help people understand their culture and tradition.
Their culture, because
for example, this is your channel now.
Yes.
I Love Igbo. And it's using the opportunity to
also learn how to speak their language. Yes. It's true. Yeah, social media can influence you as well. I was thinking what you were asking is, can it make them not to speak English?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is it helping to help people learn and speak, or is it hurting?
Okay, no, it's helping actually if the person wants to learn.
Okay.
Do you get? One thing is for you wanting to learn that language, and another thing is for you dedicating your time to learn it, because there are a lot of Igbo channels just like mine here. We teach how to speak the language.
Yeah.
We teach different things, different cultures, even their music, even their food, how to cook them. We teach it on this particular channel. So one thing is,
Chinwe just joined.
Hi Chinwe.
How you doing?
Welcome.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining.
Where are you watching from?
So where are you watching us from, and where are you from? So we are talking about what makes one an Igbo.
Yeah.
Do you get? Yes, Chinwe is an Igbo name. Yes. Chinwendu or Chinwolo or something like that. So Chinwe what? Is it just Chinwe? Is it just just complete the name, let's know. So what makes you say?
Yeah, I'm asking where is she watching us from?
Okay, where are you watching us from? And what part of Igbo are you from? I hope you can speak your language. I hope Nibo on the silence that cannot speak. Because there are lots of this social media, like you asked, right? Social media can help you learn if you want to learn. All right? Because you can easily come online and search for how to speak Igbo or how to speak a particular language. It will surely come up. Now, it's for you to dedicate your time. It's for you, are you willing to learn and understand? Because for you to learn, you have to devote your time.
Yes.
You have to bring out your mind, not just to watch and then that is it. You watch today and then that is it. You have to always come back to those videos. Come back to these videos and watch them. If you are an Igbo person and you are following this channel, it's not just to watch one particular video and then you just go. Always come back to that video and watch it again, over and over again, and the language will stick. It will stick. You'll be able to communicate with your language, right?
Yes.
So if you are not learning, if you are not having time for these things, there's no way you will learn. Because I know that, yeah, sometimes environment can influence you. It's not actually some people's fault, right?
Yeah.
Because of where they might have, where they grew up or something. But some people are also using their hand to practice this behavior.
Okay.
By learning or imago, they don't want to speak that language. They will just say in Igbo language, I beg, English is sweet. Let me just be speaking English. You'll just be doing your voice like Onyacha. Onyacha. Onyacha is Onyacha is like a Beke or Igbo person, a white person. Yeah. So you are not, when you are not a white person, you are not a white person. That is just it. As simple as that. So you have to promote your own identity.
Which means you think we can use to promote this our identity? Like
Wow.
which other way can we expand?
Okay, apart from using the social
just
media
language or something. Yes.
Apart from what?
Maybe just speaking the language.
Just speaking the language. Okay. As when I talk about you answering your Igbo name, it's also part of promoting that your language.
Okay.
Because I don't know how someone can come up and be answering happiness Johnson. anybody that hear it will not know that you are an Igbo person. So in order to promote it, you have to answer your native name.
Okay, Chinwe said her name is just Chinwe.
Okay, just Chinwe.
And she's Igbo. How are you doing?
How are you doing? Kekwana? Kekime. Aha, this is how to see. This about Igbo is sweet.
Yes.
Speaking it is very sweet, honestly, but some people are abusing it. So you promote it using your, apart from speaking the language, answering your native name is also a way to promote it. Okay?
Yes.
Then writing it as well is also another way to promote it. Do you get?
Yes.
Knowing how to write your language.
I think I said nice one.
Hi, you've not told us where you're watching from, Azinga. Where are you watching from? And what tribe are you? Are you Igbo? If you are Igbo, which other ways do you think you can promote your identity? Because Igbo is your identity, right? Or tell us your identity. We would love to know. So which other ways do you think someone can promote his or her identity? I'm just thinking, writing it is also a way to promote it.
Yes, I think schools adding it to their curriculum.
Just like I said, now
not only in primary school but both secondary, university.
Just like I said, in most universities in Igbo land now, the Igbo is a compulsory course.
Okay.
So you need to learn how to write it and also how to speak it. Do you get at least some parts? And when they are Igbo here, when you tell them Kekwano, because na ha go na Igbo, they schooled in Igbo land, they know what Kekwano means.
Yeah.
Do you get?
True.
Even a Yoruba person, once the person schooled in Igbo land, when you tell the person Kedu, the person already know what is Kedu. Yeah. Tomorrow, he or she can tell an Igbo person Kedu.
Yes.
You see the language.
They do that very well.
So you see, they are basically promoting that language that way. Okay. So schools need to apply this, as well as families.
Yes.
Parents.
Parents.
You have a very big role to play in promoting your identity, because you are the God your children are seeing. Whatever you do influences them.
Yes, that's true.
So guys, so guys, that is what we are just talking about. Where are you from? what tribe, and how do you promote that your identity? Do you think there is any other way to promote it?
I think we've covered most of them. First is the educational board, because we know that throughout the lifetime of a child, or the first 12 years, is primary school, secondary school. Yes. So most times they spend it in school. So the school should have like a curriculum that contains the subjects, right? Yeah. And another way is the family, the parents, the relatives, the community, the
friends.
Well. Exactly. Helping the children to learn and speak. But I think if I don't know how to speak, how will I teach my child to speak?
That is the thing. It has to start from the family.
Because there are some parents that cannot speak their language.
There are some parents that cannot speak. That is why they have to learn from maybe social media, or learn from. That is why I said they have to devote time. They have to be willing to learn before they can learn. To learn it is not even a problem, but are you willing to learn it?
The willingness,
The willingness have to be there before you can learn it. Or what you hear the difficult in this world, nothing is difficult to achieve. They didn't just give birth to you and then you learn how to speak English. Step by step thing. Do you get? Step by step thing. Even you as a parent, when you don't know how to speak English, you are Igbos and you are willing to learn, you can always learn. You come online, you watch videos, speak and repeat what the creator is saying, read books, Igbo books, then practice. When you practice that thing you've learned, I'm sure it will stick. You practice it with people around you, your friends, your family, your colleagues, your neighbors. I mean, there's no way to not stick. When you learn Kedu today and then speak Kedu to your child tomorrow, the Kedu will stick to that your child's brain.
And the child will learn.
The child will learn that Kedu is how are you.
That's true.
So it's just the willingness to learn.
That's true.
So I believe.
Guys, drop any question. If you have any question, you can just drop it in the chat.
Yeah. Please drop your questions. We'll attend to it.
And please share the live so that we get more people in.
Yeah, please share. Very, very important. Very, very important. Even when you don't know how to sing Igbo songs, you can as well listen. I'm sure 1 or 2 words can sometimes enter your lips by listening to Igbo songs. True.
And Igbo songs, they are so lovely. Like, they are so lovely to listen to.
You know, one thing I love about Igbo Flavor's track is that only use Igbo.
Yeah, he promotes the culture.
He promotes the culture. He promotes it. Most of his song. And the funny thing is, those his songs, right? Yeah. Many people from other countries are even learning how to speak it.
How to speak it,
Yes, because they'll be following the rhythm. They'll be dancing to the tune. They'll be when they play it today, play it tomorrow, play it next tomorrow. 1 or 2 words will stick.
Yes, they can now
sing along easily with the song. Yes, they will sing it easily. So you are promoting your language by playing those songs. You're also learning your how to keep your identity by listening and singing along with those songs.
Yeah.
So that is what we have for you guys today. I don't know if you have any question.
Drop your questions. If you have any.
Tell us where you are watching us from. Is Azinga still here?
Yes.
Chinwe,
are you still here? Azinga.
Chinwe, are you still here?
The people that join, Huso FN. That's the name I'm seeing again. I'm seeing it on your own chat.
Huso, you say
Huson.
Huson, where are you watching us from?
Huso, Chinwe, Azinga.
Hi. Chinwe.
Thank you all for joining.
Thank you for joining. What other way do you think we can promote Igbo language? Since you are Igbo, Chinwe is Igbo, right? So, where are you from? Which other way do you think we can promote this beautiful culture? Because Igbo is a beautiful...
Ebere say who is an Igbo person?
Ebere is Igbo now, yes. Who is an Igbo person?
Who is an Igbo person?
So, Glo, answer it. Okay, so an Igbo person is someone who can speak and maintain their identity.
As an Igbo.
As an Igbo. Yes, that is what I feel is an Igbo person. Yes, when you call yourself an Igbo person, you should be able to maintain that your identity, because your language is one of your identity. Your culture is your identity. Your dressing is your identity. Because these days, many people don't dress like Igbo people again. They will come and wear trouser, then wear this one. But then, olden days, you will see people wearing they will wear these lion head clothes, beads, you know, they will dress like Igbo people. So, keeping your language, maintaining your language, speaking your language, then dressing like an Igbo person, that is what makes you an Igbo person.
Eating Igbo food.
Eating Igbo and even preparing it, cooking it, all of these things are what makes you an Igbo person. Do you know fufu? Fufu is a very basic food in Igbo land. Fufu
yam.
But fufu yam. But many people are running away from fufu because fufu kind of have one funny smell like that. So when I'm eating, me personally, I like fufu. Like I when people see me eat fufu, they will be like, Oyibo people, are they also eating fufu? I said, me, I'm a typical Igbo lady. I'm not Oyibo person. I'm not Oyibo means white person because so I'm fair.
Fufu is your best Igbo food.
Not like it's my best, but swallow, anything swallow, be it fufu, be it pounded yam, be it gari eba, anything swallow is my best. I like rice, so I like every other thing, but I'm talking of my best. If I do not eat fufu in a whole week, hey, what I'll not be okay.
I like yam.
Okay, yam.
I like yam, yes, abacha.
Okay, I like abacha too. Yes. So all these foods, knowing how to prepare them, makes you a complete Igbo person. When you don't know how to prepare them, when you don't even eat them, but you eat swallow now.
Yes, I do.
You don't even eat them. You only focus on spaghetti, Indomie, shawarma, all these things. Pizza. Pizza is not an Igbo food. So you cannot come out and say that you are a full typical Igbo person because you don't eat their food. You don't even cook them. So knowing how to cook them is one of the basic things that also makes you an Igbo person. When you come out tomorrow, you'll be doing shakara with it. Hey, I'm an Igbo person. When they look at you, the reflection of being an Igbo person will be reflecting because you know how to do all these things. You speak their language when it comes to speaking it. You dress like one when it comes to dressing. Then you know the culture, the basic things about Igbo people. In a competition, something can come up about knowing your culture well. Things you do about how you people get married, things to provide, the stages of getting married in Igbo. You need to know all of this so that when you come out tomorrow and someone asks you, if somebody wants to come and marry you as an Igbo person, how do I go about it? You won't be like, oh, let me go and ask my father. No, you need to have the knowledge.
Basic knowledge.
You need to have the at least basic knowledge that the first thing is introduction. Then the second thing is this one. That introduction, you need to come and introduce yourself and let my family know you. You might go that kind of thing. But when you don't know all of this, you are Biko, potawa, you are not an Igbo person. So you need to know them, and that is what makes you an Igbo person. So keep bringing your questions.
I hope you are okay now.
We are ready for you. Glo, do you have anything
more
to add to
question, you can bring it up.
on what makes you an Igbo person? Do you have any other thing?
Okay. I think I've talked about the parts I know.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the part of like taking Igbo, taking the culture, the tradition globally, not just within Igbo sector.
Okay.
Outside the Igbo land, other countries as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it's also nice.
Taking it outside the country.
Yeah. Like all these global news we hear, Chimamanda Adichie,
okay.
all
yeah, they are popular.
Yeah.
They are very much popular because they are writing, they are writers.
Yeah.
They're just like Flavor, musician. He's also promoting the
Igbo
the
culture.
language, yes, the culture. So, I hope you now understand who is an Igbo person, right? So, Ebi, where are you watching us from? And what part of Igbo are you from? Chimwe, are you still there? Azinga, are you still there?
Use the chat too.
Okay. So don't forget to like this live, okay? Click on like button, subscribe to this channel.
Subscribe, guys.
Share,
subscribe.
please. Share to your friends and families. Because this particular topic is very, very important. A lot of people do not understand what it means to be an Igbo person or what it takes to be an Igbo person. Technology has really made everything to be easy right now, that you can always learn things you want to learn from online, and then practice as well. So you can always come back to this channel and watch the videos, because we are also promoting our language by bringing up these videos here.
Yes,
we're also promoting it, and which we don't want our identity to die. We don't want it to die. When you see an Hausa person will be speaking Hausa. Even when you go to markets in Enugu here, when an Igbo person go to markets to buy something, if you know how to speak Hausa, communicate to them in Hausa language, they will sell plenty for you. They will think you are their. They value their tribe. Yeah. They value it very, very well, more than anything. So that is why you have to also learn or value your own tribe. When you go outside the country or go to another tribe, if one negi, speak that your language to that one negi. If you see your sibling, speak it to the person. Don't be ashamed of it. Because if you're ashamed of it, that means you're ashamed of your identity now. Is it not?
Yes.
You're ashamed of your identity when you cannot confidently speak your language. Yeah. Without being ashamed of anything, excuse me. So without being ashamed of anything, you can confidently speak your language. And that makes you a full-grown Igbo person.
What even causes it?
What?
Tribalism.
What causes tribalism? Can I really say? Do you have an idea?
Yeah, like people detesting a particular culture. Like they don't like a particular
tribe.
Yes.
I can't really say much about that, because one thing is the way you make people feel about their own tribe will also make that person see you
or have a good perception.
True. The way you see them, when you have a good perception over people's tribe, they will also have a good perception over your own. But when you condemn their own, they will also condemn yours.
Yeah, it's true.
That is what I think. But if you have an answer to that, please drop in the comment section. Okay? Thank you so much, guys, for joining this live.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed.
Subscribe, okay? Ebi, are you still there? Chimwe, Azinga. What's the other person's name? Oh, I forgot. Whose son? Are you still there? Where are you guys watching from? You already know we are doing this live all the way from Nigeria, Enugu State. Well, this our tribe, I really like it too. Okay. And when you guys know like our tribe,
Who would say that?
Well, you just have to promote it by speaking it and doing the necessary things which you think can help your tribe grow or can help promote your tribe. So that is it, guys. Knowing things about your culture, how you guys do burial, how you guys do some festivals, because they have
like
a lot of
festival, masquerade,
exactly, masquerade festival and the rest of them. Just having an idea, even if you don't know the whole details, have an idea that there is such thing in your culture. Yeah.
5, 6.
So I don't know what you guys think about your own tribe, or what are the causes of tribalism. I think we'll still come back and talk about this one. Maybe not today, but yeah, it's a very broad topic. It's a very, very broad topic, and we need to talk about it. What causes it? What do you think causes tribalism?
Let's know where you're watching from, and if you're an Igbo person, drop your Igbo name.
Drop your Igbo name. You already know my Igbo name.
It's not our brothers and sisters.
Yes, so and what part of Igbo are you from? Glo, what's your Igbo name?
Okay, my Igbo name is Chibuzo.
Chibuzo, which means
God is the way.
God is the way.
It's also translated to God is first.
Yeah, God comes first or something. So Onyinye is mine. Onyinyechi, God's gift. So tell us your Igbo name if you are Igbo. Then tell us what part of Igbo are you from?
Yes, guys.
So that is it though, my people.
4. Yeah.
You guys are just watching us. You guys are not telling us what to do with what. You guys are not asking us questions or telling us where you are watching from.
Use the chat, ask questions, drop contributions. What are your thoughts?
Who is an Igbo person to you? What do you think? How can you promote your identity as an Igbo person? How do you promote it? Do you think it's right people answering their English name and surname, that is English name and English surname, when you are Igbo?
When you are Igbo.
You are killing your language. To me, I feel you are killing your identity when you are not even answering your Igbo name. Your Igbo name is not in any of your documents. Not like you don't have Igbo name. But why won't you even have an Igbo name when you are an Igbo person?
An Igbo person. Sounds weird.
Yeah, very strange and weird. Did they just give birth to you and then name you Jacinta? Did they just give birth to you and name you is it Elma?
Thelma.
Thelma and Elma.
Sonia.
Yeah, Sonia. Cynthia. Hey, that sounds funny though. So that is why I said parents have a very big role to play when it comes to children's identity.
Yes, very, very.
Very, very. Your identity is your language, your name, your food, your culture, your music. All of these things are your identity.
Yeah.
All of them, they are your identity. That is what shows that you are from, or you are a complete Igbo person, than just knowing how to, than just understanding it, but you cannot speak it. You need to also practice speaking it. You need to also practice writing it. Some people can even write, but they cannot speak.
Yes.
Have you
There are
seen
some
it?
people like that. Yes.
But they can write it.
Yes.
But they cannot speak it.
I see that somebody passed Igbo exam, but the person
Cannot speak it. You'll be wondering, how did she or he pass this exam when she cannot even communicate with Igbo language?
Yeah.
But it's very important you learn how to speak it. Even if you cannot write it, at least learn how to speak and understand it. Because that's one of the basic things.
Hello.
Not like,
How are you doing?
Who is that?
Avi.
Avi, how are you?
Avi, welcome to the live.
Welcome.
Where are you watching from? She just said hello, sister.
Hi, Avi. Avi, where are you watching from?
Who is watching? 11.
Avi.
She's fine. Fine, and you?
I'm good. We are good. You can see we are looking fine.
We are doing well. Avi, where are you watching from?
Absolutely fine.
Avi Gupta. India.
Oh, wow.
How is India today?
How is India? And what's the time over there? What's the time right now? What's the time here?
This is 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
5:30 with African time.
Yes, 5:30 African time. So your own time is what time?
Abby, what's the time over there? And what part of India are you from?
What's the weather like today? We're asking so much
10 p.m.
10 p.m. Wow, that's how many hours from now? 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30.
5 hours.
Yeah, 4 or 5 hours.
That's nice. How is India? What part of India are you from?
What do you think about your own tribe? We're asking so much questions, right? We have a lot to ask. We have a lot. A lot. Oh God.
Welcome. If you're just joining, you're welcome. If you're just joining, welcome.
No.
Okay, are you asking if both of us are sisters, Abby? Yes, so we are sisters.
Yes, we are. My lovely sister.
We are sisters. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you so much.
Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, okay?
Yes, please subscribe. Thank you so much for joining.
And also share this video.
She's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
What do you think about your identity, Avi? What do you think? Who is an Indian?
Yes.
If I should ask, who is an Indian? I like India. I would love to visit India someday.
Maybe we'll go to visit Abby.
Yeah, if Abby invites us, we'll come.
Abby, if you invite us, we'll come to India.
Yes. Abby, you will come to Nigeria as well.
If you teach us India, we'll teach you Igbo.
Definitely. Abby is already learning now. At least he has learned no. No is welcome.
You are welcome.
Are you a he or she?
You're welcome. Okay, she said, what do you think about Indian people?
Okay.
Barry White. Barry, you're welcome.
Barry, welcome. Indians are very cute. I love them actually. Yeah. And I love their songs.
I love their dressing style. I love Indian outfits.
their outfits and their songs, Hey, if I'm watching their songs like this, oh God, I cannot sing it, but I love it, I swear.
I hope you can dance.
Hope you can dance.
You people are good dancers.
There is one day I dressed like Indian.
Barry White joined, saying who is going to pay for that? Who is going to pay for what?
For what? Barry? Where are you watching from, Barry?
Barry, you're welcome to the live.
So, Avi, I like you people's dressing, your outfits. There was a day I dressed like an Indian. And people were saying I'm from India because the way I dressed that time.
You say if you know any song.
I can.
Cypri.
Mad. Is it Mad?
Cyprin. You're welcome to the.
Cyprin, welcome. Where are you watching us from?
Say Chunga Changa.
Chunga is your name. Chunga changa.
It's chatting. Is it chunga changa?
Where is chunga changa, please?
Spell your name, please. Is it Cyprian or Cyprian?
Avi, I know Mad.
How are you doing?
A song, but I don't know if the name is Mad, Sha. But Glo, do you know the song I'm talking about? Oh, we're on Nkita. Hi, that Nkita is a dog. Yeah. That dog used to act like human being.
Oh. I listen to Indian songs, but like I cannot sing it.
I like it.
But I love the songs.
The way they
I just
dance.
love watching. Yes, I just love watching the dance.
I like it, Ezeoku. So keep on. You guys.
Cyprian, I'll call you Cyprian. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from?
Hi, Cyprian.
Said my love. How are you?
How are you? How are you, darling?
Where are you watching from?
Where are you watching us from? And what do you think about your identity? Where are you from? Tell us. Speak to us. We dey camping. Speak to us.
We are here for you.
We are here for you. Avi, are you still there? Chonga Changa. Oh no, Chonga Changa is not a name.
I think it means my love.
Okay, Chonga Changa means my love.
I don't know. Cyprian, come and tell us so. 3.
Chonga Changa.
Avi sending love emoji.
Hey, Avi, thank you. I send mine back. Is it red?
Yes.
Red hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, Avi, thank you. Receive yellow hats. 8 yellow hats.
Thank you for joining our live. Thank you so much. Thank you. What's happening in India today? Avi.
Avi, what's happening over there? How is your country like? I would love to visit India one day, but I don't know how your country is like. Do you guys welcome visitors very well? Because over here in Nigeria, we welcome visitors very well.
Yes.
Very, very well. And we even encourage you to eat our food because it's one of our identity.
Barry White, please, where are you watching
Barry! Where are you watching from? Barry White.
Barry White is asking who is going to pay for that. I don't know what he's asking is going to pay.
Who's going to pay for what, please?
Is it to visit India or where?
Are you an Indian?
Barry White. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Avinga, is it Azinga? Is still there? Shimwe. Ebi.
Ebere. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you guys. So am I not mentioning? There is this particular name that's Huso. Thank you. You didn't tell us where you are watching from. Thank you everyone.
Thank you all. Thank you.
We really appreciate. Okay.
Please subscribe. Subscribe before you leave, please.
And
subscribe.
like. I didn't like it.
Yes.
Really likes now.
5.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
We appreciate. Thank you for coming on the live.
Dalo. So, what do you guys think about Igbo people? Because I know Igbo is everywhere now. Igbo people, we are everywhere. So, have you had any encounter with an Igbo person? And how do you see the Igbo people? What do you think? What's your perception? What's your view about Igbos?
Let's hear your views.
Let's hear your opinions, your views, your perception. What do you think? Oh God. Why am I doing? I'm gonna go 30 minutes. Wait, 1 hour.
6 minutes. Yes. 6 minutes left.
We've actually tried so because this our topic is very engaging.
Yes,
and
it's
broad. Yeah.
It's something that cuts across a lot of persons.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe next time we'll talk on tribalism. Sorry. So that's just it, guys. So I'm going to leave you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Share,
subscribe, guys.
Like, comment in my videos. Do you want to marry an Igbo lady? We have our stages, our steps on how to go about that on this particular channel. Okay?
Yeah, just scroll through the videos. There are a lot of videos to learn a lot about.
Exactly.
Thank you all for joining.
Thank you so much. So we are going to, we'll be leaving, we'll be going off. I don't know if you guys have any other question.
If you have any question, just drop it in the chats. Question about Igbo people, their culture, their food,
their music,
anything about
their language, their interactions with people. How do you see them? Even when we are off live, just drop it in the comment section. We are going to see it and respond to it.
Yeah.
Okay? Thank you, guys. And see you in our next live or next video.
Yeah.
Hello.
Bye.
Bye.